Spirit of fire, come to us. We will kindle the fire. Spirit of fire, come to us. We will kindle the fire. We will kindle the fire. Dance the magic circle round. We will kindle the fire. We will kindle the fire. Good morning, good morning, good morning. This is Sunday Morning Tea and Tarot. I am Valerie Friend. You can find me at valeriefriend.com and on Facebook and Instagram and on Patreon, where you can support the work. Also accepting tips at Venmo. It's in my little scrolly thing at the bottom. And yeah, so that. Good morning, Kate. Good morning, Alexandra and Kathy. Good morning, Stacy. And Nancy. Hi, so thankful to find me this morning. Well, yeah, because last week I bagged on y'all. I'm telling you, here's the truth. I had a meltdown. I had a panic attack. I thought I was going to die. I cried and cried and cried and cried and cried and felt guilty for 2 days that I didn't do my job. I was mean as fuck to myself. And then you know what happened? All my friends scooped me up. They put me back together, talked to my therapist, talked to my disco pharmacologist. I prayed my ass off. I meditated a ton, but I cannot say enough for those friends of mine who sort of just said, like, whatever, it's okay, you're good. Like, so much buildup and so much appreciation and gratitude in my heart. But for those of you who spent the week wondering, like, what the heck, Valerie doesn't cancel tea and tarot at the last minute. That's what happened. Panic attack, pure and simple. It happens to all of us, some of us more than others, but yeah. Raise your hand if you've had a panic attack lately. Amy's got one up. Hey, MMB. Now, I figured out how to get my feed on my StreamYard, and I'm very excited about this new technological woo-woo that I've created here. So, hello, Alicia, and Alyssa, and Amy, and Jacob. Jacob, good morning. And John D. Hart's here. Erica, good morning. Erica was one of those who scooped me up out of the dumpster fire that I was creating in my soul. Martiel's here this morning. Cherie sent me a gorgy traditional deck. I don't have it up here with me because it's down on the island, but it's got like a holographic effect to it. I'll show you. I think I posted a picture with it this week. Good morning, good morning, good morning. If you're new, let us know. Oh yeah, Stacy had 2 panic attacks recently. Yeah. And you know what, guys? Like, it's kind of been a shit show for a while, and we're doing the best we can right now. We really are. We need to give ourselves credit. And I'm saying it as much for me as you and you for me. Let's just hold ourselves. Ricky Jean, another one who scraped me up off the bottom of life's shoe. Amy too. Thanks for loving me through that.
Of course, I'm sorry I had a dread morning.
I love you. I love you.
I like the lighting in the background you've got here.
Yeah, I'm a fucking technology whiz now, pretty much.
Well, you were before.
Hi, Tammy. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. So we are live streaming on 2 platforms today, Facebook and YouTube Live. If you're over on Facebook and you see any of those bots show up, let's not let it throw us off and we can just like keep going, and then later on we'll go back and delete and block and all that kind of stuff. Melissa says my hair looks good. Yeah, another person that helped scrape me up off the cesspool of emotions was Jenny, my hairdresser, who gave me a new haircut, a new color. So I got my red back. I was happy about that.
And it was super nice to hear Emma be on Monday.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Thanks for like just going with it, Melissa, because like I didn't even Monday morning I couldn't even text you and say, I don't know what you're doing.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're doing, but just do your thing. And you did. And I didn't even have to ask. Maybe my heart asked your heart. So anyhow, I want to talk a little bit about the moon. Do a like and share if you're called, because we want to fuck the algorithms and get the message out to all those who need. In case you haven't noticed already, Tea and Tarot's a little sweary, so maybe earbuds. We're gonna begin this week in a waxing gibbous moon. So this is that final build towards the full moon in Leo. Between now, waxing gibbous in Gemini and the full moon in Leo, we've got a couple of days of Cancer moon. Okay, so if you are a water person, you might need to be a little extra tender with yourself this week. Give yourself a little extra nurturance and TLC. Cancer is such a beautiful energy of self-parenting in a gentle and uplifting way. So try to use those middle 3 days to build, compassion, self-love. Get your rose quartz out, hold it to your heart, really deliver that which you need the most. Because remember, if you're not filling your own well, your own cup, and you're trying to pour out water for everybody else, it's not going to go so well. It usually doesn't. Just saying. So we're kindling a little fire this week to get us revved up. The moon progression right now is so good for building spells and rituals to support courage and bravery. All right, we're full moon in Leo. We got all the courage, all the bravery, all the fire, all the heat, all the stuff. And we can really use that to support our infrastructure this week. And Imbolc is 10 days away. Imbolc is halfway between winter solstice and spring equinox, okay? So it's a perfect time for doing initiations. And that is what I'm going to be doing in our ritual for Imbolc. So I'll give you some announcements later about how to get in on that. If you're a Moon Meditations member on Patreon, you're already in, so don't even worry about it. So 10 days away, getting ready. What do you want to initiate? What is calling to be begun? As we go into prayer, let's activate our deep belly, sacral chakra, fire zone, passion. Activate the deep belly and summon courage. That's where your courage comes from. It can come from the top down and the bottom up and meet right at that fiery center. So maybe take a nice deep breath in and really fill your deep belly, let it stick out. Let your belly soften and expand. Breathe in that personal fortification and dedication. And as we exhale, Let go of fear and anxiety, confusion, hatred. And just do that a few times. Feel your belly blow up big as a balloon and then shrink down into a tiny seed, a kernel, a morsel of pure love and light. As we open the channel of divine love and light to bring forth this message for Sunday morning tea and tarot, I ask that our guides, angels, light beings, and ancestors show up, surround us with love and protection, and bring forth messages that are clear, concise, and actionable, delivered for our highest good, the highest good of all, and in perfect love and perfect trust. And so it is, and so it is, and so it is, and so it is. Hi, Alexandra and Randa Mo. I don't think I've seen you before. Nithya, hi. Sherry H. Oh, she's on YouTube. Thanks. I am doing better. Thank you. Hooray in bulk, says Stacy. Yes. We will be Zooming. We will be gathering in the room of the Zoom and, doing an in bulk thing. So if you knew, hey, Julie. Hi, Samaj. Hi, Carla. Hi, Karen. Wow. So many people showing up this morning. I'm very excited about it. Meryl Enginger Reed, good morning. And Donna. All right. First, we're going to do the group energy reading. Happens in 3 parts: the swirl, what's going on in the cosmos, the path, how we might walk through that, and the illumination, what we need to bring it all together in a way that points us towards successful outcomes. And we're going to start this week out with the Knight of Cups showing up in reverse. Now, my friends, can we just talk about the Knight of Cups in its reversal a little tiny bit? Because we might be in a mood, like especially those Cancer cups are associated with water, the West, so the Cancer moon, those might be the days where you feel it a little bit more. But there's a sense of being misled, of being duped, of being lied to, of being emotionally manipulated this week. It's out there. It's in the energetic field. Does that mean that you're an unfortunate victim who can't avoid this? No, of course not. Tarot's information to guide us to, the highest energy level possible. So just because it's there doesn't mean that it's inevitable. And we see this with the second card that comes up. And I want to lay it out right because, because the Knight of Cups has their back to the Ace of Pentacles. So we're going to talk about this a little bit more. Number one, with this Knight, lies and deceit are all around us. They have been all around us. We want to say that it's just 2020 and this year and this past administration and this, fake news and this conspiracy theory. But you know what? The sneaky Pete's are always there. There's always somebody who's participating in the energy of manipulation. So this could be anything. Try not to make it mean something. Wait for it to mean something to you. This Knight sows distrust, rumors, aggression, And I want us to be on the lookout for those kind of people this week. Because instead, the knight upright is the bearer of love and compassion. And if this knight was upright, it would be facing directly towards that Ace of Pentacles that we're going to talk next. So it'd be good if we could get our knights upright this week. Or if you can't get those knights upright, they got to go. Like, let them ride off in their direction and not participate with them, okay? You don't need to make your point to a Knight of Cups reversed. You just don't. You know what you know. Let them do what they do. Next, we have the Ace of Pentacles. Now, the universe really has our back on this one because the Ace hands us like the stability that we need to see clearly through any kind of manipulations that are coming up. Pentacles are earth, resources, money. The Ace of Pentacles often portends a windfall, something being handed to you that you didn't expect, that is just exactly what you need. All the aces contain the energy of the suit they represent, held in the hand of the divine. So this is like your angels and guides and light beings and ancestors saying, oh, no, don't pay attention to that bullshit. Here's what you need. Here's what you need. Take this. No, don't go back there. Take this instead. And then we have afterwards the Seven of Cups. Now, this is confusion. And when you put lies and deceit into the mix, confusion is like to be expected, right? Seven of Cups also means that, just do something. You can't really make the wrong decision here. Just pick something. Decide to do something. Decide to pick up the gift handed you by the universe and do something with it. Make something of it. Don't just wait around all week waiting for the right thing to come to you. At the very least, light a candle and say a prayer. Let that be a cup that you choose this week. Maybe you're going to dip your toes in every single cup. What happens when I add this to, the fire dragon? What happens when I add this to, the snake cup? Do a little alchemy with things, but do not get stuck in analysis paralysis. When God hands you something, you just take it and work with it. Don't sit around thinking, well, what should I do with this, God? I want all the instructions. No, just accept it and then do what you do with it, because the path is really going to help us. The path is really going to help us do this. So just to round out the message of the swirl, I want to show you again. We have my teacher, Thea, always used to call the Knight of Cups reverse the tricky dick card. So we have some manipulation energy. On the other side, we have some confusion, but centered right in the middle of that is the gift. Is the gift handed to you to make magic with. On the earth plane, Pentacles is the earth suit. So let's take that, really honing our focus on that as we walk into the path this week. Because honestly, you probably are going to need to stand alone at some times this week. The path. We start out so good with the Magician. Upright, in exaltation. The Magician knows just what to do with this stuff that God gave you. And, she's ready to handle it. You are the creatrix. You take the raw material offered in that Ace of Pentacles and you make magic with it. There will be naysayers. There will be those, maybe even those that you love, that will be unhappy with you this week. But whenever we stand in our power, whenever we utilize all of the tools that are available to us, wands up. Remember that from Harry Potter? Wands up, babes. Infinite possibility hanging right above your crown chakra. I want you to see that infinity sign hanging above your head in meditation this week. I want you to say, I am a conduit of infinite possibility, and I am here to serve with my magic. You can use that as a mantra this week if you want to. I kind of feel like I have to blow my nose. I'm so sorry. It was going to drip, and that would have been worse. Okay, I'm back.
Nothing worse than drippy cards.
Yeah, you don't want boogers on your cards, especially the magician.
Answer.
So this is great, right? We've got an amazing magic maker here to take us into this week. And we need her, because what comes next is the Six of Wands reversed. And there's a strong current this week of winning the battle, but losing the war. Okay, let me take that apart a little bit. Like, if you are so focused on pointing out who the liars are, who are the sowers of confusion and discontent, and you're making your magic about that, yeah, long term, that's not going to be what you really want. We're just going to settle down with our magic for a while and not focus on winning all these little battles that are coming out of this discontent, this manipulation, the discouragement, all that. Those who turn their backs on compassion may be in your face this week. Wands is the fire sign, okay? And they may even call you a loser. Like, you're a loser. You believe that, you're a loser, So I want you to pay attention to what happens for you, maybe in your deep belly, when somebody throws that kind of shade your way. What do you do when somebody who's obviously wrong starts throwing this stuff at you and saying, you're wrong and you're a loser for even doing this, and I want to fight you?
It sounds like politics today, honey.
Well, it sounds like politics, but it can also, happen at work. True. Like, it can happen in your family. How many of you parents out there, like on a not feeling it kind of day, get into some power struggle with your kid because you can, and then you're like, and the end of that fight always goes, because I said so, and so you power trip your kid. We all do it, we all do it. But this can happen in any situation. This is not just about the current political situation, although it's exactly about that as well. But these things unfold in different areas. I want to show you the last card in the path, because it really speaks to that family kind of feeling. It's the Ten of Cups reverse. And this is just to say that joy has been disrupted. Yes, it has. Somehow this week, your joy will be disrupted. How about we just acknowledge that? How about we just acknowledge that? Somebody's going to try to knock me off my joy wagon this week. And instead of buying into that and having a fight, I'm really going to just say, my joy has been disrupted, and I'm going to go over here where I can find a little more peace. Okay? Quarrels, clashes, a little bit of lying and deceit in this one as well. But, refuse to be pulled off your task. What's your task? Do you remember? Take the stuff that the goddess has handed you and make magic. That's what you do. Even though you may want to tell people how it really is and disrupt their joy, look at the ways that you might be power brokering or disrupting people's joy just because you can. Especially because you're in a mood. Look at the ways that you participate. One of the ways that I do this, and I think that I'm just like so superior. And then when I really see what I'm doing, I have to correct myself. But I'll just stop talking to people. I'll give them the silent treatment. And then in my head, whenever I'm not saying what I want to say out loud, I'm saying it out loud in my heart space, so that's not really a good recipe for, beating back the diminished joy. It just makes me feel worse in the long run. And then I have to, phone a friend, make my apologies, tell the truth about myself. It really makes me mad when I'm giving somebody the silent treatment and they don't even notice. Like I'll call someone and I'm like, oh, I'm sorry I've been distant. This thing came up and it hurt my feelings, blah, blah, blah. And they're like, I didn't think you were being distant. And it's like, oh my God, I didn't do it good enough. So I want us to really pay attention to how you are handling things. And then maybe, as we head towards Imbolc, you can create an initiation for yourself. Like if I was looking at these cards, immediately I want to initiate myself as the magician, as the one who takes the raw elements and converts them into magic and manifestation. So those are the kind of things that we can expect along the path. The illumination card, I gotta tell you, is absolutely perfect for this full moon in Leo. It's the strength card. And look at that beautiful lion, saying, okay, look, she's calming the lion right down. The lion saying, I'm mad. I'm so mad. And she's like, no, you're not. You're lovely and you're courageous. So we're gonna go into this full moon with this strength card. If you do something for the full moon, you might want to put the strength card on your altar, do a little thing with her. And can I just show you this? Infinity sign, okay? Infinite wisdom and guidance available to you. Infinite power to transform the raw elements into what you really need. That's some pretty incredible magic. Magic that's based in, loyalty to your guardians, your angels, your goddesses, your light beings. Loyalty to your remembered self, So courage to stand in the truth is going to be super important, because remember the first card we had was not a truth teller. So you have to be able to stand in truth. You need to be gentle to yourself. I'm not saying let yourself off the hook, I'm not saying don't make your amends or do the right thing because you're being gentle to yourself. I'm saying do the right thing and do it gently. So, like my meltdown last Sunday, instead of beating myself up for 2 days, I could have immediately embraced it's okay. Things happen sometimes. You're a good person. You know, you're not crazy. It's all right. And that would have made my week, like a, a whole lot better those first 2 days. So I want you to think about those kind of being gentle with yourself things. Empower yourself. This right here is an empowerment salad. Impart your courageous spirit to others. And if they don't want what you got, just leave them alone. Don't force strength down anybody's throat, okay? But remind them of who they really are. And this might be something you do in the mirror with yourself as well. Strength is here to bolster us up when the liars seek to breed distrust. Strength is here when confusion threatens our focus. Strength is here when those we once counted on as friends and allies are seduced by half-truths and outright lies. Instead of a fight to the death, we're encouraged to bear down, make magic, deliver ourselves gently from the constraining energies that are present this week. We do this for ourselves. We do this for the people we love. We make magic for the collective, and we offer gratitude for all to the divine. And that's what's in our message this week. What do you think, kids? I've got the twins here with me this morning, so you might hear a little stereo. What are you thinking? How's it feeling? How's it landing?
Yep.
Well, okay.
You're on fire, honey.
Huh?
You're on fire.
I'm on fire today.
Fire.
And I really am. And it's not like trying to make up for last week. It just is, I'm back to myself. It feels really good. All right, let me look down our little feed here. Do you have feeds this week? You were having trouble.
Yes, I do. I've got both up and running.
Somebody said empowerment salad. Can I tell you the story of empowerment salad? Like anybody from my family who's watching is probably getting a laugh out of this right now. When my oldest daughter was younger, she was fussy about food a lot. And so we made empowerment salad where I had this Tupperware bowl thing. I think it was like for nuts and candies, and it was a little, what do they call it? Lazy Susan kind of thing. And I would put the lettuce in the middle bowl, and then there would be these little cups with different choices for what you can put on your salad so that everybody could make their own salad the way they wanted it. And we called this empowerment salad. My poor child, all of them. But so that's where empowerment salad comes from. And oftentimes my sisters will tease me and say, "What are you making, empowerment salad?" So let me talk to you about our decks today for card pulls. Oh,
is that the Radiant deck that you pulled with this morning?
The Radiant Rider-Waite-Smith, yes. Because Amy asked me if I would use the traditional deck. Let me tell you this too. I got a little freaked out and decided I need to put the Wildwood deck away, at least until the full moon. I'm going to put it out to charge it. And so that's why we're not using the Wildwood this morning. But I do have the Light Seers Tarot by Chris Ann Donnelly. Beautiful, beautiful deck. I did some readings with it last week. It's amazing. I have Carolyn Meese's Wisdom for Healing cards, 50 Lessons in Personal Empowerment. So we've got that one. I also have Power Thought cards. You know, because we're making magic, we need all these power tools. Do you have a good joke about lesbians and power tools right now? So that's what I've got. I also have Monica Badursky's Shadowland Tarot, if you'd like a card from that deck, just because I am in love with this deck right now. I'm so crushed out on it. And I love that it has bats and creatures. Anyway.
And beautiful pictures.
So, babe, who's out there?
How about... hold on. Sorry, I got one.
Julie Edwards, are you laughing about lesbians and power tools?
How about Brandy Hurley?
Brandy Hurley, I haven't seen her in a while.
Brandy says she'd love a card if a card pull if drawn, whatever deck you're choosing, general, please.
Okay. I am really getting a Wisdom for Healing card energy for you, Brandy. So hands on your heart, hands in prayer if you're called. Give yourself permission to really open up. And hey, all the rest of you, you know, this might be for you too. Brandy just brought it up. Oh my gosh, this is so perfect for the reading today. Thank you, Brandy. See God in all things. Isn't that amazing? See, and if God doesn't work for you, substitute. See love in all things. See spirit in all things. Each card has a little lesson on the back. This one says, today's lesson, put yourself in slow motion and observe everything and everyone through the lens of this is sacred and it speaks to me. That's in quotes. How does that change your environment? Your goal to learn the spiritual practice of seeing God, Goddess in all things. And I really think this puts an exclamation point out there for you, Brandy, around this beautiful Ace of Pentacles. You know, I'm hearing from this card that there's going to be loads of things that just get dropped into your lap by the divine that I don't want you to miss because you might be participating in some of this other stuff. So, you know, problems come up. Where's God in this? You know, somebody cancels an appointment with you. Where's God in this? I want you to take all the things and ask the question, not just the ones where you look at it and you say, oh, there's God in that. But this over here, there's no God in that. I want you to really practice opening up because sometimes, remember, rejection is divine protection sometimes. So I love that. It's perfect. Who else?
Victoria Lynn.
Victoria Lynn.
She says she has a job interview this week. Would love a card.
Yes, yes, yes. I'm going to pull from Monica's deck, the Shadowland Tarot. So fun. Let's just ask about that job interview. Ooh, Page of Cups, upright. You know, to me, this is about really bringing your personality, your individuality with you. You know, I think that, you know, don't try to pretend you're not as fun as you really are. that, or say to yourself that people won't take you seriously if you are a heart forward, sort of, you know, artistic, you know, whatever, fill in the blanks for your own Page of Cups elements. But I'm seeing just showing up in full authenticity. You know, I mean, don't wear a bikini or anything, but I mean, look, I said that because it's got an inner tube and flippers like they're going to the beach.
Oh.
But
so no birthday suit stuff.
Yeah, but really show up in your own authenticity. I think you'll do just fine. And remember, if you show up in your authentic self and it's not a match, it's not a match for you either. It's not like you're not a match for them. They're not a match for you. So I want you to think about both sides of that coin. When we are being interviewed, we are also interviewing, okay? Because you don't want to just say yes to anything. Remember, we got that night reverse. You know, if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. So I want you to pay attention. You know, look for the God droppings to lead you on your way, and then just show up in your authentic self and see how you vibe with that job. See how they vibe with you. Okay. Good luck. Good luck. If you send me the time, I will put it on my calendar, and I actually do, you know, a thing. When I put things on the calendar, I do a thing for people. So
let's check over to YouTube feed. A comment and then a request for a card from our buddy, the Yellow Light.
Stacy Ann.
So her comment is, or question is it better to ignore or confront that Six of Wands reversed? And then later she asks for a card.
Okay. I want to answer the first question though. Is it better to ignore or confront the Six of Wands reverse? This week, I really feel like this is an ignore. Remove yourself from the situation because you got important magician shit to do. Okay.
I'm gonna capture that's a Valerieism. Important magician shit.
you do, and I think that participating in this just like limits our access to joy. It will diminish your joy. It might feel good in the moment. Remember, you don't want to win the battle and lose the war. Okay, I hate using war analogies, but you know, it's one we all understand. So I am going to pull a card for you around this, and I'm going to go to the Light Seers Tarot from Chrissy Donnelly, beautiful West Coast tarotist and artist. I'm just going to wait. Yeah. 5 of Pentacles showing up reversed. Honey, ask for help. Before you start confronting anything, I want you to ask for help. I'm hearing that very strongly. So maybe you need an extra therapy appointment this week. Maybe you need to call somebody for a socially distanced walk outside. You're going to have to like call in your supporters. And can I just say that when I started doing that last week, when I was losing my shit, things started getting better very quickly. So that is the message. Like if you if disengaging from the fight means you're gonna sit home alone like this, feeling like a piece of dog shit on toast, that's not gonna work. That's gonna send you into a bad place, a self-loathing place. But if you reach out and ask for help, and I'm really wanting you to maybe identify 5 sources of help that you can have written down on a little sticky note so that in an emergency, like you get flamed up, a flaming asshole comes into your area and you want to like confront them, I want you to have 5 things you can do instead. Okay? Natalie, do you see anybody on the feed who speaks to you?
Yes. Diane Chumley. She said she love a card. She's feeling a serious lack of motivation, but she's good with work and Zoom commitments, but not with personal, like cleaning and house stuff.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I'm going to give you a little permission here right now. We haven't reached the spring cleaning part of the Wheel of the Year yet. We haven't. So don't worry about your house right now. If you're feeling low energy, I mean, you know, like I'm not getting any indication that the health department needs to be called. Okay, so just give yourself a break around that. If you're fulfilling your work commitments and your Zoom meeting commitments, you know, that's a lot. And we're still in hermiting season, really, till Imbolc. So everybody's a little slower. Plus, you know, we're all in this COVID fatigue situation where we're just sick of it. So, Diane, I want to pull a power thought card for you, because quit being mean to yourself about not getting everything done right now.
Rest up. Just had a lot of energy used.
What?
This is last week. Last week was a height. There's a lot of energy going on last week, right?
That's true. That's true. And it's winter and it's cold. And all I want to do is curl up in my bed and watch old episodes of Mad About You. They're out on Amazon, you know. Any of you who dug that show in the 90s. So this is so good, Diane. I am neither too little nor too much, and I do not have to prove myself to anyone. Isn't that beautiful? Today, no person, place, or thing can irritate or annoy me. I choose to be at peace. So, Lovey, choose peace. You want to give yourself shit about having crumbs on your kitchen floor? No, choose peace. Choose peace. And when I see here, no person, place, or thing, that includes you. Don't irritate or annoy yourself by saying you're not doing a good job. Choose to be at peace. That's a choice. And when you think about our 7 of Cups, like you combine the Magician with choosing peace, that's a winning combination for sure. All right. Muffin, do you have a next?
Yes. How about Linda Tomini?
Linda Tomini, hi.
She says, if called, I would love a card. We found out that our sicknesses are coming from our house. So we are working to find a new place to live without mold in the walls.
Yeah. Oh, honey, my compassion meter goes out to you. I have very severe mold allergies, and I'm glad that you are going to find a safe place to be soon. None of us need any more respiratory distress going on. So let's pull on this new place to live. Number 1, I want you to ask for it. I want you to ask for the exact right home at the exact right price, and for everything to fall into place easily. And then we have the King of Pentacles, which is really, really good for this. Like, look at sitting comfortably in their home. They are the highest energy of physical and financial well-being. So I really do see that you are going to find this place, and don't settle for anything less than a King of Pentacles place. You know, you don't want to move from, the mold farm to, the plumbing disaster. I want you to really hone in, make a list, make a King of Pentacles list about what you want in a new home, other than, no mold in the walls for sure. But make a list. Writing things down is important for manifestation. It's spell work. You're actually spelling things on a piece of paper. So what do you want in a house? Like right now, I have been thinking about next winter, I'm going to be in Florida all winter long, and I want to make it happen. And so I'm going to write a very specific list to call that in. And the more specific you can get about what really lights you up. Do you like a big kitchen where the table, you can eat right in the kitchen? Do you like, I don't know, any of the things, but this, another manifestation card. So pay attention to what the goddess drops on your trail, make magic around it. And then I really see you settling into a place that's going to actually be healthy and happy and even a little prosperous. You might even save a little cashola on this one. All right, who's next?
How about where did her question go? I'm sorting through the box. Mary Jane Benoit.
Mary Jane has known these two since they were little tiny people. And sometime you and I need to sit down with the beverage and have a talk, okay?
How about, are you going to pull one for Mary Jane?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did she have a question or?
No, she's just on my mind a lot.
Oh, lately. Natalie's just picking you. Mary Jane, what do I have for you? Queen of Swords, my love. Queen of Swords, a little discernment, maybe a little bit of saying, listen, this is how this is going to go, and expect to be heard and respected. I'm getting a little energy of you trying to soften the message a little too much. I mean, you don't have to be mean, but don't beat around the bush, okay? Just say what you need, mean it, not up for negotiation. That's it. And really, you're the queen. You have all the authority that you need in this situation. Don't worry so much about people liking you all the time. You get to have your needs met. And, if people get mad about it, you can.
What's that phrase you usually say? What is it? Mean what you say, but don't say it meanly?
Say what you mean what you say, but don't say it meanly. But some people just will hear no as mean, and that's a very immature energy. Anytime I say no to my 19-year-old, she thinks I'm being mean to her. I could even say, oh, no, I can't do that. Really nice. Ah! And then out comes the Six of Wands reverse. But, just say it, mean it, be clear, and you can say, I'm not talking about this anymore. My part of this discussion is over. So I don't know what's going on, but if you need to call us, we got the whole team here for the week. So you might as well. Besides, we just love to talk to you.
Yes. How about Tina Lindley?
Tina Lindley.
Tina would love a card regarding a close relationship that she's trying to figure out how to deal with.
Okay. We're going to pull from the Light Seers Tarot. there they are. Well, apparently you're going to get 3 cards here this morning. Okay, so relationship, 3 of Cups reversed. You're not getting your needs met in this relationship. It doesn't light you up the way it used to. And I'm actually getting a little wanderlust here. Like, there's got to be better people to hang out with than this. I'm gonna, I want to look outside and see what's available. And then we have the 5 of Wands showing up reverse. And this gives me a vibe of competition that's going on. And so I'm wondering if that's connected to this difficulty in the relationship that you're talking about. It just sucks the joy out of you, and you feel like you're having to defend yourself all the time. We really want to look at the ways we give our energy away, and then we sit looking out the window saying, I want to do this, but I just don't know if I can. That kind of thing. It's upright, so you can. There is stuff on the horizon for you. There are opportunities for joy and love and fulfillment out there for you. But I really want you to look at, unhealthy, competitive ways of being, and people who diminish your joy, people who drain you of your happiness. I'm hearing a losing battle there, but the real wonderful thing is the opportunity that awaits. Okay, love that. I mean, I don't love it, but I think that it's helpful. You let me know if it's helpful.
Let's go back over to YouTube. How about Ramona? I don't know how to say Ramona's last name. Is it Andy Love You?
Ramona
would love a card. Ramona has been dreaming about traveling. Any insight?
Ooh la la.
Yeah, that sounds fun. So has Valerie dreaming about travel.
Ramona, I'll get the RV. I think we should go. Okay.
Where's Ramona at? Maybe it's a house share.
I think Ramona, are you in New Jersey? Am I wrong about that? I don't know. I think she might be, but I might be making that up too. The urge to travel. Oh, this is looking nice. Okay. Here you go. Number 1, the sun. How much better could you get than that? Do you need to go someplace that has a little more sun and warmth? The only downside is this 9 of Wands reverse, because I'm really hearing that releasing your boundaries around, especially around COVID-19 and exposure in different parts of the country and in different countries and areas is something you're going to need to pay attention to. You can't cross your line, and I'm not telling you what your line should be, but like if you were planning a nice little alone time out in the woods. My oldest daughter and her husband are going to a cabin in the Catskills where they will be just alone, the 2 of them and their dogs. And they're just going to do some hiking and things like that because they're crazy and they do that stuff outside in the snow. But, so if you were planning something like that, I think that could work. This is just telling me that whatever travel you're doing right now, you're going to have to be cautious. You're going to have to be cautious about your boundaries. Now, the other thing that you could be doing while we're all waiting with bated breath for our vaccinations, and we are following all the protocols so that we can get this under control, you could be planning that amazing vacation. So where do you want to go? Like I said earlier in the broadcast, I've been talking to Amy about wanting to go to Key West next year. So we actually have a lot of fun planning things. And then when things are safe and ready, you'll be ready to go. You'll know how much the trip's going to cost. You'll know who you want to go with, who do you want to see, any of those kind of things. So yes, the trip is coming. Yes, the adventure is coming. Yes, the sun is calling you, but be smart about it. I want you to be smart about it. I hope that helps.
By the way, Ramona is from PA.
She's from Pennsylvania.
Oh.
Thank you, Ramona, for all the work. We are so thankful to Pennsylvania and Georgia and Michigan, right? Michigan
and
Ohio. So, yay.
A lot of great energy out there.
All right. Do we have time for one more?
Yes, we do. How about Karen Kaminsky-Smith?
Karen Kaminsky-Smith, yes.
She asks, she's stressed about giving up control of their beach house. She's heard terrible stories about renters. Can we pull a card for her?
Sure we can. Well,
where's that
me
house?
And Ramona will be good renters, Karen.
Yeah, where is that beach house?
Also, if you want to talk about it, Amy and I have been doing Airbnb for so long, and we can give you some tips and tricks. But let's see what the cards say about sharing your beach house with others. And besides, you don't like to not have control of everything. So this, of course, would bug you. Here we go. The Empress. This is going to make you some money. This is going to make you some growth potential stuff. This is going to grow a little nest egg for you is what I'm getting.
Oh, look at that belly.
Is it hard to give up control for some people? Yeah, absolutely. Like Amy has more trouble with people touching stuff than I do. But
I do.
it's like
this morning.
Yeah, maybe we'll do a separate video called the last minute fight right before Tiantero. Would be funny. We could do a reenactment. But I'm getting for you that this is growth potential. This is good. This is good. You will have to work on what's holding you back, and maybe it's time to book a reading or look into the issue of needing control more deeply, because what I'm getting is that this beach house thing is going to be good. It's going to give you growth opportunities that you haven't even thought about. So speaking of which, if you're interested in getting a reading, just ping me through Messenger, or you can send me an email.
Wait,
what?
Just one more?
Oh my gosh.
Cut from the same cloth.
I will do one more, but please let me get my announcements in.
Yes, ma'am.
See the fight? I'm going to put it down. Okay. So what was I just saying? Announcements. Okay, so on Thursday night in my Moon Meditation Sacred Circle, we are going to be doing channeled messages for the new moon in Leo at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. That is on January 28th. And then on February 2nd, that's a Tuesday night, 7 to 8, I am going to be doing a Zoom ritual for Imbolc. It's going to be on self-initiation. So here's the deal. If you're part of my Moon Meditations tribe, you're already in. The link will be dropped in our Facebook group and you attend. If you're not a Moonie, if you're not a Moonie, you can just Venmo me $10 and I'll send you the link. So when I do rituals here at the Spirit Wings place, which the last one I did was in bulk last year, so I haven't had a face-to-face ritual in a year. People bring donation, $10 donation for the space. So it's two ways. Moon Meditations members, you get the link. Anybody else who wants to come ritual with us for in bulk, $10 in Venmo and your email address will get you the link.
Was that this Tuesday or next Tuesday?
It's Tuesday, February 2nd.
Okay. 2 weeks from now.
10 days from today. So also, I'm still doing Celtic cross spreads for $55 using the Shadowland Tarot by Monica Badursky. And I think that's all the announcements.
MMB Monday?
Yes, MMB Monday. And yeah. Who's your one more?
Andrea Parker McGivern.
Andrea Parker McGivern, yeah. What's up?
She said she would love a card. Big thanks. Big things on the horizon and relationships are all wonky. It's been a difficult week.
Yeah. You know, guys, that the astrology is like really intense right now, don't you? Like, it's been a difficult time for everybody. Andrea, I'm going to pull a Wisdom for Healing card for you.
That's pretty deck, yeah.
Ooh, look at this. Choose to empower yourself.
Oh.
I love, because you're a costume person and there's all those hats. Today's lesson, this is a day to practice the power of choice. Oh, that goes really well with our 7 of Cups. Choose the quality of mood you want. This is whether you'll adopt a positive or negative attitude. The choice is up to you. Your goal to realize that you do have the ability to enhance your life each day. I think that this is perfect. You know, instead of, I always say it's better to like make the choice and work on it than just allow yourself to be emotionally dragged through the world. And I think that a lot of us over the last few weeks have been feeling like we've been dragged through the mud and the gravel and the stinky sea scum. But this week, try a new thing. Try a new thing. I would definitely, if you want to take this energy to the max, I would definitely do a cleansing bath, Epsom salts, you know, have your crystals, some candles, really, really sweet, precious time. If you don't have a bathtub, you know, a shower works as well. You can use like a salt scrub is very good for cleansing. But then what I like you to do is stay in there until all the water drains out. And I want you to visualize all that crap from last week just draining down and being grounded into the Mother Earth. The Earth has been dealing with this crap forever, and she will not let you down. So commend all the bullshit to the Mother. Thank her for taking your burdens. And then choose some empowering things. I know that you've got hats too. Maybe you're going to put hats together with your empowerment vibe. I think that would be cute. But, you know, at least metaphorically, put on the hat that you want to wear, you know, instead of, you know, the one that was left over in the lost and found box in the nurse's office, okay? That's what I've got for you.
Is it time for smudging?
You can smudge, you can Yeah, I'm really getting like the energetic personal cleanse, you know. And under that Cancer moon, boy, that kind of bath would be really, really luscious. Really luscious. All right, my darlings. I will see you next week for Sunday Morning Tea and Tarot. We're always live at 9:55 a.m. Eastern Time. Check out the website, book some readings, and thank you for joining us here. I love you. Bye-bye.